Welcome to Sage's Retreat. My name is Nathan.
Oh, my name is Lee. Today we're going to brush over some gaming and film news, but more importantly,
We're going to talk about gamers getting old.
however, I'm just going to jump before we start talking about. Obviously, we've kind of been missing, and I know you've all missed us. We get text messages, you're just constantly harassing us. So we're back. We're back.
Pigeons coming to house, dropping messages off.
Yep, just strangers knocking on doors. I don't know how they've got our addresses. They're just turning up.
Pneumatic tubes straight into house. I can't get away from it. It's done his head in.
Didn't you have like a portal open up in your front room and from the future? Like
what's going on? This
I
is
know.
Adam from the future through on Discord telling us where are we. So
Exactly.
we are.
So yeah, we're back. So we're getting bored and we need something to do. And my wife was like, "Why don't you do that podcast again?" And you were like, "Why don't we do that podcast?" And I was like, "Should we?" And we were just all thinking the same thing.
Yeah.
And so here we are, cracking on. Software's up and running.
Ooh.
Channel's all been updated. We've got new artwork. We're having a bit of a fresh start. I guess this is like episode 1 of the new era. Pretty much aiming at one every 2 weeks because we work.
Yeah.
Unlike some people. You know, some people don't. I've just realised I've hit a really touchy subject, haven't I?
Yeah.
Some people don't work because they're lazy fuckers. Some people have other situations, and we're fine with that because that's life. We'll roll with that. And like I say, we don't bang on at people for. We all need a break from work. You know.
Yeah.
I had 9 years off when I was bringing up the kids, and Karina worked because she loved her job so much.
She used to say all the time, didn't she? She loved that job.
All the time. She used to come home. She was like, "My God, I love my job so much."
Yeah,
Lee, I don't think you'll ever need to work again.
Yeah, I don't even know why I've come home. I'm just going to go straight back to work. That's what she used to say.
She's good looking at flats really close to work and everything. Yeah.
And we were just like, well, more elite. Let's get on to Sag.
Yeah.
We'll do Beagle Point, but then she lost the job and Beagle Point went out at window. But...
Well, exactly. Yeah, I got made redundant and I had to get back to work, and that was the end of gaming, wasn't it? And I think that is a bit like for everyone. I think, you know, if we are working, obviously, you know, work, kids. I think I've had a lot go off in the last couple of years, and you know, you've been busy as well. You know, going from part time to full time or whatever you're doing, and we just. Even saying that, we haven't even sort of gained that much together. We've been trying to sort of rectify it recently, haven't we? Just because you need that time to, you know, shoot space aliens or hit rocks with pickaxes.
I've missed it. I do enjoy playing solo games, but I think my art lies in multiplayer mainly.
Casual.
Yeah,
casual multiplayer is.
I'm
definitely.
not. Yeah, I'm not sweaty on Call of Duty or out like that where I need to be ranked first and all that. I like co-op. I like co-op multiplayer games. I like to work together. That's why I think Elite worked really well for us.
Yeah,
we met some nice people, made some nice friends, and had some nice times. I think,
funnily enough, we saw Fearsome Gravy. When we was chatting in Discord, he popped up that he was streaming on Twitch, so we actually went into his stream because I remember that he used to fly a Corvette, didn't he? That was one of his ships, and I was like, "This isn't a Corvette," and he was there going, "You what, mate? What you on about?" in his little Cockney accent, and we were just laughing our heads off because he looked puzzled, and then he was like, "Okay then," like he just like fobbed it off, didn't he?
Yeah.
And then you dropped in because I was on my the Twitch because I've got the Sage's Retreat Twitch logged in, so that was up. But then you came in as Lord Shade, which is your tag, and he was like, Lord Shade. I know that. And then I was like, he was like, oh yeah, I know that. And one of us was like, oh yeah, from Elite, and he was like, oh my God, I think we hit him from like a proper blast from the past, and he was well chuffed, wasn't he? And then I was like, oh yeah, it was Shaggy Dog, and he was like, oh my God, Shaggy Dog, and he was like, it was there. So that was quite nice. But he doesn't play sort of Elite anymore, and I think we all need to maybe drop in at some point. But the joke that I made was quite relevant. Once you've lost your keybinds, there's no going back. Which I think is quite a thing because I'm a big fan of sort of joystick, you know, throttle HOTAS, you know, hands-on throttle and stick. And I do like that. I know you played on joypad, but I think he played keyboard and mouse as well. I have a feeling, or did he have?
Yeah. I think he had a stick. I'm sure he had at least one.
Who was it that were keyboard and mouse? There was someone that played keyboard and mouse.
I want to say Steve. You know, I think Steve did.
I don't know. I can't remember. It wasn't. Fuck. There was someone that played keyboard and mouse and no other way. I'm trying to think who it was now.
It weren't Brian. Did Brian have a Warthog? He had the...
Maybe. I can't remember who it was that were just like, yeah, keyboard and mouse. And I was just like, you psychopath.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, I tried it with Joypad and I knew that it worked. And I think given time, I would have figured it out. But, yeah, I think keyboard and mouse. I think I originally played it keyboard and mouse anyway. It's very, obviously, it's very playable because you've got that many bloody buttons there. You've got everything in front of you. You don't really have to map anything out, do you?
Yeah.
So yeah, I had a little chat, and then we said we'd pop in another time. I reckon he'd be good to have. On here actually.
Well, if he's listening, or if anybody's listening that talks to him, probably Adam, because I know that Adam used to play with him a lot. Tell him he can come on and he can talk us about streaming.
I think we could have. I think we should have do a four.
A wing.
A wing, not a foursome, which was what I was thinking. It's just
you're always thinking that. Yeah.
But I was like, no, we need a wing, and that'd be great. Elite themed. We could have a chat about Elite. What's happening now? Maybe a bit of a flashback to games we used to play would be quite cool. Actually, we could talk about Elite. Have Leon, have Adam on, and just anyone else that fancies. Just have like a mass video call. But you'd have to put your hand up if you wanted to talk.
Yeah. Old school. Literal school, old school.
Me, sir. Yeah. And then I could, well, one of us could be like the person that goes, okay, you can talk now. You can talk now. Because everyone would be probably chatting over everyone.
Yeah.
That'd be quite funny, actually.
That'd be good. I'd like to do that.
I think it would work. I think it would work well.
We could even get a bit of footage if anybody wanted to play like we used to when we drop in what were they called now? Them like instances where you do a load of fighting, and we used to smash it all in us, proper smashing.
This is shit. Well, we can't remember.
I know. What were they called?
I have like 1,500 hours in that game, and I literally zone, like a hot zone. No, that's not what it is. That's not what it's called.
I know what you mean, but I can't remember what it's called. I know they've updated. There's been a big update, haven't they, recently for it called Vanguard or something.
Conflict Zone.
Yeah. Oh, Conflict Zone. That were it.
I think it's Conflict Zone.
Yeah,
isn't it?
it were Conflict Zone, and it were all instance. We all in us in, so it were all us fighting like loads of enemies, and we all had like best ships in game, all completely different, done up. And
I used to love my Corvette, but it was just so fucking slow. You couldn't jump very far in it, but when it did get there, it was like it's like a very slow tank. It was coming in. I was like, you would always be like the reinforcements coming in. It was really. I think I had like one massive laser beam on it. I do miss that. It was pretty cool. And I even spent money buying for these skins and paint jobs and shit like that. But then they brought in that currency, didn't they, to do it as well?
Arcs or something.
Yeah, that's it. And I'm like, no, suddenly you've turned into something I don't want. I don't know. It was weird. I'm like, if I want to buy something, just tell me it's £3. Yeah. Don't have it virtually £3, but it's actually 20 arc, which actually works out at a £5, but I can't spend £2 on anything. It was just it's just a way of stealing money. I think that's an old thing that needs to.
I think that's when we dropped off, innit?
It was. It was not long after that. But the funny thing is, No Man's Sky there's been an update, and you can now build ships, and you can even go internally and play with other people. So we're going to catch up on that at some point.
Yeah, yep.
Amy's been banging on about it, and No Man's Sky is really good. So so now you can. There's like a multi-crew thing you can do, and there's all ship internals where it didn't have that. You just got to get you kind of like teleport into it, didn't you? Yeah. Now, so Amy's been banging on about it, so I think we'll definitely have a look at that and see what's it. And if I can figure out Twitch streaming maybe again, we'll bang on.
Yeah, get Adam on that one, because Adam used to play with us, didn't he?
Oh, we did,
No Man's Sky,
yeah. That's a good point, actually.
Yeah, it's been a while on that as well.
Yeah. So the main thing about today and what we're chatting about is the fact that you are nearly 40.
Unfortunately.
I am 45. In 2 days' time, I'm 46. Fuck off. 2 days' time, I'm 46. But we still play games. Now, there's a lot of young kids out there that might think you're too old to play games. But of course, what were you doing when you was a kid? You were you were playing games. What were you playing?
Me, everything I could get my hands on.
So if I said first memory, and then just roll on to some like core memories, if you like.
My actual first memory of playing a game was an Atari game called Rat Run or Rat Race. I can't remember what it is. And I used to play that quite a lot because we had an old Atari or with tape. Is Atari with the tapes, with the cassette tape?
I think it was cartridge.
Which one am I thinking of? Commodore?
Yeah.
Commodore thing.
Yeah.
We had a Commodore because I can remember we had this computer and we had a black bag full of games, cassettes, just loose, knocking about in a black bag like it was rubbish. And I can remember playing on that quite a lot. And my first console experience were playing on the first Legend of Zelda and Mega Man on the NES. I'm sure we've talked about this in some past ones.
Yeah.
Ones. First PC experience. I don't know if you can remember a game called North and South.
Nope.
That was like an RTS. The American Civil War thing with the North and the Deep South. It was like a game. My cousin had it 'cause he had a PC, and I wasn't fortunate to have a PC.
Yeah.
So we was playing that. But yeah, and then obviously everything from then. You got rolling up to online multiplayer, because up to then, obviously, we're of the age where you could only play single player. Then it became, or maybe at the same time, split screen co-op.
Co-op
so
was first.
Yeah. So you could play that, and then there was a long time, and then you got modems and internet and being able to play it. And for me, the first real thing, I mean, I had a GameCube and you could get a modem and stuff, but I didn't have the internet. Was the 360, playing Halo and Gears of War on the 360 when that came out. I had the internet for that, and that was the first time I made internet friends and played with people online, and then found my love for that. And I really love social side of gaming. I like solo, but the social side is what I like, and then it's gone from there really. I know we've got later ones.
Yeah. So ultimately, the point is that you're nearly 40, but you were playing games when you were tiny.
Yeah, this is what I don't get. Why us, say, we've been playing games all his life. Say we took up tennis when we was 8, or we took up golf, or we took up drawing, and we did art, or we did music sampling, or played an instrument. Those socially are things that are allowed to carry on, and you would never get someone saying, "You're 46, why are you still playing golf, or why are you still playing tennis, or why you've got one of these hobbies, why are you doing this?" But gaming seems to be free game.
I think a lot of it's to do with trends. I think like when the FIFA trend was massive. I think it's dropped off a bit now. When FIFA was like massive. Yeah. The young kids were playing it, weren't they? Saying that, I mean, Karina used to play FIFA on what did we play it on? PlayStation, maybe? PlayStation. I think it was PlayStation 2 that we played it a lot on.
Yeah.
But I think it is a trend thing. Like now, Fortnite. I'm just going to jump to Fortnite. Or maybe Minecraft was a few years ago. It was really big, especially with younger kids.
Yeah.
Now, a lot of these younger kids that were playing Minecraft are now like 16. Because it was been out like 10 years or something now, isn't it?
A bit longer, I think.
Did it come out like 2012? Something like that. And they were obviously playing Minecraft when they were little. The parents would have introduced it to them, and they can still play it now. And we help them with that. Yeah. I mean, my first, I know, seeing as I asked you, but my first was Defender on the Atari, where you were just you're about 6 pixels going left and right. And then the first kind of co-op sort of game I played, I want to say might be something like Mortal Kombat. Well, I know that's not co-op, but it's at the same time.
Not Streets of Rage or Double Dragon or Golden.
They're all the same time.
Yeah,
they were all Mega Drive era.
Yeah.
And then Sonic 2 would have been more co-op, because obviously you're helping. You'd be Tails and Sonic, and you'd be helping each other out, wouldn't you?
That were a revelation when I found that you could do that, because it doesn't really tell you, does it? You just plug control pad into the second one and just start controlling Tails.
Yes.
I remember being wowed by that as a kid, like, what? You can be Tails?
Yeah, I think my first online thing would have been Unreal Tournament, which was on PC years ago. But a friend of mine probably back in about 94, 95, played Doom. I think it was it was sort of Doom or something like Doom. And he even built, he used to build 3D maps, and I remember him entering competitions and stuff like that for it as well online. So he had like an extremely rich dad who just needed a computer at home, and he had like the best computer at the time, which probably cost about $6,000 or something. Yeah, top of the range shit. I remember that. So yeah, I do think it's a bit of a trend thing.
I think it's got a lot to do on all with 90s, where they marketed it as like a lot of sex in it, and like basement dwellers and teenage boys, and do you know that sort of I know a lot of it with that sort of ethos surrounding it. And I think that I thought it had been shook off years ago, and I thought it became more mainstream. But obviously, that's still a thing. People still in the zeitgeist about
basement dwellers.
Basement dwellers just living in one's basement and just playing games all day, and it's like
I reckon
Terry. The case.
I reckon Terry would be a great basement dweller.
Well, yeah, I think. Well, yeah. I don't think it could be. I think it probably is, but there is.
Yeah,
there
definitely.
Is
that. Definitely, like if you went in the dictionary, there's a little picture of him just there. Poor Terry. I spoke to him in ages. So yeah, like I say, early. Obviously, we've got a bit of we do have some sort of a script. We're bouncing around with other shit, but like late 70s, you know, I mean, Asteroid 79, Space Invaders. Everyone's played these games, and like, but playing those games years and years ago would have been people that could afford to buy these old Ataris or go to arcades and stuff like that. And now those people will be, you know, 50s, 60s. Probably still playing these games. 80s, you know, Pac-Man, Donkey Kong obviously came out, and that was when Mario first made an appearance, of course. As can you remember what it was called? Jumpman, indeed. I think we should just call him Jumpman anyway. Yeah. He said me, Jumpman.
Yeah. It don't really roll off the tongue as well.
No, it's horrible. Although I feel if it had been said like a million times, maybe it would be something you could get used to. Yeah. So plenty of games that, you know, we used to play years ago that we still play now, which obviously that's... we forgot our random facts. Average age of a gamer. Can you remember what it is?
It's 35 and above.
It's 35 and above.
Yeah.
That's you.
That is me. I'm 35. Remember that.
Yeah, and I'm above.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we're average gamers.
So 35 to 40% of gamers are over 35. And because the gaming population is just getting older, there's still a big portion, like, you know, over 50. So people are, you know, working them jobs, coming home and being like, I'm going to play a game, which is great. Which is absolutely great, because it means they're not doing drugs, they're not beating up the wives, you know, I'd say not going down the pub drinking, but look at all the pubs that are closing, so they probably that's you know, it's not a thing anymore. But what are we playing then? What are over 35-year-olds playing?
I'm gonna go with COD. I think people are still playing a lot of Call of Duty. I know we had a little preliminary discussion about why that might not be so much soon. Same with Battlefield. I think people are playing a lot of competitive multiplayer. I know. I hate the fact that people say that this is a kids' game and stuff, because I know you play quite a lot. I dabble sometimes, but not as much as you. But Fortnite being saying it's a kids' game. I mean, it is probably a kids' game in that sense, but
I think
it's just an easy game.
It's 100% aimed at a younger demographic.
Yeah, but it's a good one if you're a dad or a mum to play with your kids, because it plays on that. It's familiar. It's easy to pick up. It's easy to put down, and you don't have to be heavy on it. You don't have to be sweating on it. It's just an easy, nice game. I'm not going to bash Fortnite. I'm not going to bash anyone that plays it, because even though I don't play it much myself, my kids not so much anymore. But they used to love playing it.
Yeah, I think that's the point. Like, we haven't got time. I used to do 48 hours a week, but you know, I do 42 hours a week. A lot of it's in the evening. and it's like you don't always get a chance to invest. Like I really want to play, and I've started playing it about 6 times now, but I really want to play and go through the whole of Cyberpunk.
Yeah,
But
it's exactly the same.
but it's like I find it's a bit like reading a book. You have that, you play it, you'll go, sure, I've got an evening off, or I've got time, so you'll play it for a few hours, and you'll be like, oh, amazing. And then in the next couple of days, you have another hour on it. Then you might have half an hour on it a couple of days later, but then suddenly you forget it's there.
Yeah.
Before you know it, you can't remember what you were doing, and you can't remember whether it was the E key or the F key to open boxes.
Yeah.
It's the fact is you not only have to remember how to play it, but what you were doing.
Yeah.
And also the story. It's just the story. You just forget what's happening. You're halfway through a mission, you've saved the game because you've been like, oh shit, that's going to work, or I need to do dinner for the kids. And I think being a little bit older, these massively story-driven games are difficult. Although I mean, I guess in one respect, myself and you can do it a bit more. Cause your kids are old enough now to the point where they can keep themselves company for a couple of hours, or they have a friend or whatever. You don't need to be like, they're not like under 7 or something, so you don't need to constantly be. I was trying to think of an age where you need to be keeping an eye on them all the time, but maybe under 7 just seems like a decent number. Like my youngest is now 16, so she will just she'll go to her boyfriend's, or she'll be at work, or she'll do. Sometimes I don't even know where she is, and I think that's really good, because it means I don't have to babysit her. She's still my baby, and I will still babysit her if needed. So I feel like I should be able to do those story-driven games, but I just don't get a chance. So we're going to shoot back to Fortnite. At the moment, there's a blitz mode in it. So you go in, you play. It's like a 7-minute round, and you're done. Yeah. So like me and Karina, we will. I might have to leave in 2 hours, but she'll be like, "Oh, do you want to keep going Fortnite?" And I'm like, "Yeah, sure. We'll go in. We'll do like 6 rounds or something." And to be fair, we win most of them because both of us are fairly capable at playing the game, and also I do know that there's a few bots in it as well, which I kind of hate. I'd rather it just be players.
Yeah.
But they use it to fill those lobbies up when there's not that many people on. But it's just fun. Oh, well, by the way, even if you don't be laughing at me about the bots thing, even if you get bots on, I guarantee you the last 5, the last couple of groups, the last 5 people or so that are in that game will be real people.
Yeah.
So the early game on, easy. Later on, it's still difficult enough that you've still got to make sure you know what you're doing. You'll find a bot who'll just be walking along and just maybe start like chiseling at a wall, and it's like, all right, bro, you're probably a bot. So you just kill them, like an easy kill. But later on, they won't be doing that. There's no chance they'll be doing that. You'll see the skill that they've got, and it's like, that's a person. Yeah. You have to, so in a way, you have to adapt yourself when you are playing. But quick, easy, jump on. It's bright, it's colourful, it's satisfying. You get them like 3 games in a row where you're winning, and it's just like, okay, I've done that. Set me up for the day there. I've had a bit of a win.
Yeah.
And I'm going to work, so the rest will be shit and probably a bit of a loss. But the fact is, you've hit. You've got that little peak. You've got that little buzz. You've got that little bit of adrenaline. And it's still stressful.
Yeah.
A 2v2 situation when you're like, oh, they're going to have good weapons. They're going to be decent players. And you're literally just, you're fighting for your life. And I take it very seriously when I've got to win, because you've got to win.
Yeah.
We've had, and it is stressful, but it is fun when you win. Yeah. Sometimes you'll sit there and you win and be like, yeah. But then other times you'll be like, fuck you. You'll be like, God. And you'll be so pleased that you've won. I've heard Karina shout before because she'll play it on her own maybe. And she'll be like, yeah. And I'll be like, you won that. She's like, yeah. Or she'll be just really pissed off when she gets second place. Yeah. I would rather be killed within the first 30 seconds than get second place. Because if I get killed early, I'm like, okay, I landed next to a really good player and they dismantled me. So yeah, quick, easy, throw yourself in, Just have a little, and there's those casual mobile games are pretty
Yeah.
big with older gamers as well. And you're still a gamer, whether it's Candy Crush, Word with Friends, it's still a game, it's
Yeah.
still a computer. And I think a lot of the older generations play those more than what maybe, because you'll get like 60-year-old women that have got like world records on Candy Crush.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I see stuff like that all the time. Have you got any casual games that you? Because I know you're a hardcore, like one of the most hardcore gamers I've ever met. Nathan will get every single achievement. Like I was playing Lens Island with him, and he's like, I still need to kill myself with a tree. And he's hacking at a tree with low energy, and then he's trying to get himself under a tree to die. He's one of the only people I know that does this. Like this anal is the word.
Yeah. I'll take that.
Overachiever, 100%. He wants 100%, and if he can't get 100%, as far as he's concerned, he's not finished the game.
Yeah, I haven't.
For me, if I've finished the story, done what I've done, I'm like, oh, I didn't get those 25 achievements. I'm like, I don't care.
Yeah.
My OCD levels don't involve games, but they do for Nathan, which I find hilarious. But also quite, like, Karina was looking at your Hogwarts achievements. And he was like, he's done all the Merlin trials. And I'm like, you haven't? And she's like, I know.
I think there's 100 that you need to get the achievement, and I also did the extra 20 to not even get the achievement, just so that I got them as well.
That's quite funny.
Yeah, I just needed, and I like. I've probably got some sort of autism, but I just like. I have to finish stuff. I like Ubisoft style games, you know, like where it's find like a tower and then it opens up the area and it gets all the little bits on the map. I love to go around and collect every single thing on the map and 100% that area and move on to next and do it again and do it again and do it again. I've recently been playing Dune, The Awakening.
Yes, you recommended it to me, but I literally said I don't think I'm going to get the time to play it. If it was a tenner, I might have got it, but I just can't justify. Was it like 30, 40 quid or something? I was like, I'm not buying that. In a year's time, if there's some sale, I might pick it up. But right now, and I love Dune as well, so I feel a bit. But I just ain't got time for it.
I've enjoyed every part of that, and that's got the same style of maps, are doing 100%. But because it's a newish game and it's a sort of live service game, so it's like a bit of an MMO as well. There's a couple of bugs, and in the 100% things, it says I'm missing stuff, even though I've got them, and that is irking me. And I can't stop just going on the game and hoping that it's gone, so that I can leave it and move on to something else.
They'll update it at some point.
Yeah, I hope they do, because I have to get them finished. I think it's part OCD, part maybe undiagnosed autism, and 50% because I'm from Yorkshire and I'm a tight arse, so I like to get my money's worth on a game. So
That's fair.
I like to know that I've 100%ed it all. I did all the Skyrim trophies for the second time because it was a special edition just before Oblivion came out a couple of months ago. So I got all of them, finished that, and then I moved on to Oblivion and 100%ed Oblivion. Not very long, really. I worked out the best way to do it and did that. I moved on from that, but it's like there's one on Hogwarts Legacy what we're talking about because we all went to a pub a couple of weeks ago. And me and you were talking, when Karina was talking about it, and I was saying it glitched for me on Hogwarts Legacy, so I've got one trophy that it won't let me get, and that keeps me up at night.
I know you said it was a couple of weeks ago. It was literally last Saturday.
Do you know? I don't even know what day it is. I don't even know anymore. Yeah,
it was 1 week ago. Yeah.
Oh yeah, well yeah, because it's 30th today, 29th. Well, I don't even know the day. 30th, yeah. So it were a week ago today. That is weird. That did feel like 3 weeks ago for me.
If you'd have said it was 3 weeks ago, I'd have gone, yeah, totally. So have you got a game that you can go on and have a quick 5 minutes?
Let me think.
That's a no, people.
I know. I don't think I have. You know, because I get too invested. Lens Island, what you mentioned, what we've been playing.
We need to finish it.
Yeah. That's got like a farming element to it, so I've been going on that and farming a lot. I don't really need the money or the stuff. I've just been making potions with what I've done, so now I've got like 1,000 potions or something stupid that I don't need and I'm never going to use, but that sort of mechanic appeals to me, so I do like doing them sort of games. I think I am very transient with them.
Yeah, you can quite easily go on to Lens Island and just have like 10 minutes though.
Yeah, there's not. Even dungeons, they're not overly complex or the story's not heavy. It's just
You can
just a
get
lot
lost.
easier game. Yeah,
Definitely
you
get
can get
lost.
lost. Yeah, but yeah, it's a good game. I know we're gonna. I've started playing Valheim a little bit. But I'm holding off from that because I know there's an update coming in like a week or something.
Oh, like fighting or something to do. I
Yeah,
can't remember what it's called now.
not. I want to say Fist of Fury, but I don't think it is that. Sounds something like that. But I think it'd be a good idea for us to jump back in when that update's come because I've been on it and to me not much has changed. But we'll see when we play. I think with this update, there's trinkets or something that you can build, and I like those sort of games where they do it on Lens Island, where normally you'll start off at like copper, bronze, iron, and you work your way up and you do your pickaxes and your weapons and you upgrade the tiers. I like those sort of games. And Lens Island's one of them. Valheim's one of them. And at the minute, there's not much for us to do. Plus, it's difficult the area that we're in, and I don't think it's really soloable, if that's a word. I think.
Oh, you need to like level up and then smash it together, sort of
yeah,
thing. Yeah, yeah.
It's hard, so I think that is definitely that's what. But that's one of our like legacy games, and we've played that since it come out, since before it was released. I don't even know if it's fully.
Well, you
released
bought it for me. I think it was cheap. It was
Yeah.
early access. You bought it. It was like $5 or whatever it was, and you were like, "This looks really good. We should play it." And then I was like, "It's solo," and you was like, "Shit." But there was something that said we're planning on doing like co-op multiplayer, and then they introduced it.
Yeah.
And then I mentioned it to you, didn't I? And then we started playing it. So
Yeah.
it is good. So going back, obviously to what we were initially talking about. So one thing that's really good, I've highlighted it in the thing for you in green. Is the fact that because we have this amazing thing called the internet, what we can do now is that we can connect to people.
Mm-hmm.
So if you've got those, older gamers. Now, funnily enough, I've just joined a Facebook group called 40 plus gamers, and I thought I've done it for research.
Yeah.
I've gone on it to have a look, but everyone's like a lot older. They should be in like the 50 plus or the 60 plus or whatever. But I went on because I was interested. I was like, oh, let me have a look. And it was like one of the questions to join was, what was your favourite game from years ago? And I'm like, don't try and trick me. I'm like, Sonic 2. I was like, straight in.
Yeah.
But these communities are great because they can connect to people. I mean, let's be honest, we met each other over a friggin' Facebook group and then whatever. So, but maybe for a lot of older people are a lot lonelier. They might not get out that much. So why not have a game that they can play, be in a Discord group, which maybe someone that's in a Discord group can teach them how to get into a Discord, make a Discord group or get in one. Could be a Facebook group, because obviously the older generation is. I think that under 25 don't really use Facebook that much, but over do. Get on a Facebook group, meet people. You might even have a get together at some point. If there's a localish group, you can meet somewhere and actually meet a real person. Be a real boy, meet those people. And it can nothing but better people's lives. I think it's great. I mean, at the end of the day, at some point we retire or we die or we retire. We could be in a care home or something. But the fact is, games are still going to be around, so we can still connect to people through playing games. There'll be low impact, which I think does bring us a little bit on to the fact that I think gaming is easier now. You have different ways to game. VR, VR was I think pushed quite heavily as a gaming device. I mean, I've got a VR headset. You can put it on. Suddenly, you can be in another world. You can be in a community where you walk around and actually see other virtual people. I've literally done virtual. I was on a bowling game. I was playing it. I was playing it with a guy that was in Sheffield in a caravan.
Not me.
Not you, no. I was just chatting to him, meeting these people. And if they don't want to meet people in real life because of maybe heightened levels of social anxiety, they don't have to meet people in real life. They can meet people virtually, and it can only really benefit them. There's another very good point. I'll just highlight that one. in green. What do you think of that?
Yeah, I know it's been a thing for a couple of, well, I say a couple of years because when you get older, a couple of years can mean 10 years. But they used to put, or they still do, put the Wii into care homes. I don't know if you can remember that. So that's getting them up, getting them active. So I don't think, I mean, there's no downside to it unless you hit someone or Ed with Wii controller, which...
Or break the fucking TV.
Yeah, or break the TV. There's no downside mentally or physically, really. It's only up, and I know, like you mentioned, I can't remember what it's called, that word game, Wordle or whatever on mobile.
There's Word with Friends, Wordle.
Yeah, those sort of things.
What was it, Mr. Something's Brain Training? Remember that?
Oh yeah, what was it? A Japanese doctor or something?
I feel like I'm gonna, whatever it says, I'm gonna sound slightly racist.
Yeah,
so
that's
it was like Mr. Yakashima or something. Yeah. Hang on, you get around talking.
Some brain training for DS. Yeah, those sort of games are really good.
It was Kawashima.
Kawashima, see?
Not Wakashima.
Yeah, well, that's racist if you say Wakashima. So
Waka.
Black Pac-Man.
Yep, carry on.
And I think a lot of these things, there's been lots of studies and stuff that say they're good for your brain. I know Sudoku were just the written one. The word ones are very good. A lot of games require puzzle solving elements. Even if you don't really realise it, they're there. So helping with dementia and Alzheimer's is really good. Mobility issues, getting people moving. I know you get just using a control pad. I know keyboard's a bit more difficult, but if you're using a control pad, that dexterity use, that muscle memory is keeping people active. It's using the connections between your brain and your hands.
Yeah, so of course.
I think that benefits an Asian population, and not so much our age at the minute, but in the next 20 years, I'd love to see how in 20 years' time we compare to someone 40 years ago or 30 years ago at the same age, cognitively by and physically, on the things that we can do, the way that we could articulate ourselves, and
it would be interesting
because of the gaming.
Yeah, it would be interesting to jump back, like, what are you thinking, like 50 years to people that are our age and think, right, I think we're probably like the average person. I don't know, maybe. I don't think we're anything special or in any way like a loser. I like to think we're both average sort of people.
Yeah.
But take that average person from 50 years ago and then go, right, run a load of tests and just be like, but then again, we probably wouldn't be able to build a fire or, I don't know, dig in a mine. I don't know, there's bound to, or make a pie. I don't know, there's going to be some shit that it's going to be something that's going to spin on us, isn't it? Yeah. But like, in terms of capabilities, you know, how is our IQ higher than what it is? Or like you say, the dexterity things or just anything? And can it relate to maybe gaming and the way we've brought up with it and trained our brains? Maybe we are just, are we superior? Because we like to think we are. But I don't know, maybe we're not. But it's interesting. I
like to think not so much superior, maybe a little bit, but I think we're better prepared for old age than generations before us. I think we're more tech savvy. We've got that benefit of we understand how the internet works, how technology works. So going forward, we'll still be able to use it in his 60s, 70s, 80s. And then I think what we've got over older generations as well is lots of old people that I've known through my life have led, especially when they're old, lead sedentary.
Sit at home watching TV, doing fuck all, base. That was my grandparents did that.
Coronation Street, Emmerdale, EastEnders, all them, watch them. That's highlight of the day, daytime TV. They don't see friends anymore because it's too much of an hassle or they're dead. They just don't really go out or do much. So that's their day, every day. Whereas I think when we get to that age, it'll be as easy as joining a Discord call with one of your mates, talking to them on Facebook or wherever, seeing the friends list on Xbox or Steam or PlayStation, whatever, or so and so's online. I'll play a game with them. Or even if we get older, brain capacity diminishes or whatever, and we find it hard to like play Witcher 7 or whatever, there'll still be them easy games, Minecraft or Fortnite or something will be around then where you'll be able to pick it up, have a social time. I mean, how many times have we played games where you realise that you're not even actually playing the game anymore? You've stopped playing it like an hour ago and we're just chatting shit. We're just talking crap and as characters are running around in a circle, or we just sat at a main menu or something like that because we're just talking and we're just like, I don't. You can see on camera if you're not listening to, if you're watching us and not on audio. Both me and Lee have got a kind of lager. So this is just a social interaction over the internet.
I've got a Citra.
Citra.
Is it a double dried hops pale Citra DDH Citra? Is that what it is? Castle Rock. And if you can.
Castle Rock from Nottingham, you say?
Oh, yes, baby. Yes.
I've got Kirkstall Lowfields Lager, which I bought one can of so that I would get free delivery on the rest of my beer. And actually, I wish I'd bought more because it's quite nice. But it's a premium Pilsner.
There's a Liquid Light Hell's Lager, which is Liquid Light is local to Nottingham, and that's really nice, actually. We get loads... Sorry, we're just drifting off again. You get... people come in because I work in hospitality, and there's a very sort of traditional pub that I do work in town sometimes. Get a lot of foreigners that come in. Foreigners sounds a bit like I should be drawing the English flag on the roundabout.
Visitors from faraway lands.
Travellers from abroad.
No, you can't say travellers either.
Oh, I can't say travellers. Can't say jippos and parky kind of.
No.
We get lots of people travelling the UK from other countries, and I'm not going to cut out the rest. That's fine. And they'll have to go, have you got a local beer? So we always have like Castle Rock, which is one of the massive local breweries, but also Liquid Light, and they've got a Liquid Light draft lager, which is, I think, but I think we should get rid of all the shit ones. Like, I think we need to get rid of like Foster's and Amstel, and maybe keep Amstel, but get rid of like the Foster's. Get rid of Madry. Even though Madry and Birra Moretti are two biggest sellers, so we can't really get rid of them.
Yeah,
but
I can get behind Moretti, not Madry.
Moretti, in my opinion, is the best lager.
Yeah.
And after the lines have been cleaned for a few days afterwards, it is crisp. Like chilled, crisp, and it's okay. I don't mind it. But it's not strong in taste either. It's kind of subtle. It's just... The Moretti for me is massive, but I'm not a massive lager drinker. I'll throw that out there. But if someone said, do you want a pint? I'd be like, I'll have a Moretti if it was cleaned in the last 4 days. Which sounds ridiculous, but it's just the truth. I can tell the difference because I'm working in the industry and knowing when things are cleaned or not cleaned. I can pick up on it just like that. And a lot of general people that just drink a beer won't. They'll just be like, lager.
Yeah.
Or they just come and go, pot of lager. I'm like, look, knobhead, we've got like 5. Pick one.
Them sort of people want it wet, they want it fizzy, and they want it cheap. That's it. They don't care.
Like a good woman.
Well, yeah, like a good woman, a fizzy woman. That's what everybody wants. That's what my mum told me to marry, a fizzy woman.
Is she fizzy?
Yeah, she's fizzy and she's cheap.
Yes. Yeah, perfect.
Yeah.
She's cheap, fizzy. Comes in a can.
Yeah, she's crisp.
Oh my God, what
maybe cut that bit. Yeah, you don't want to do it that.
Oh dear, what the fucking Jesus Christ. I'm keeping that adult thing on this there. Right, Nathan, we've pretty much, I think we talked pretty much about that. We're all going to retire playing games. It is acceptable.
Yeah.
I think it's acceptable. Piss off.
Exactly. Do what you like, do what you love, and the world and the universe has been around for 70 trillion years or whatever it is, 100 trillion years.
Wasn't it just like 20,000 years?
No, if you.
Isn't that what Donald Trump says?
Yeah, but I won't trust him. There's something off about him. I don't know what it is, but just
make Jesus great again.
Yeah, exactly. We've been around for trillions of years. Well, we haven't, and we're here for 70 years. Do what you want for them 70 years, and
I was planning on hitting like 85. I've got a few. Yeah, I'm.
Yeah, live your life how you want to. Don't worry.
I still want to write a book and design a game.
Yep.
And have that. We'll talk about that. Is going to be an episode at one point. We're going to talk about like potential, like maybe game design and stuff, and what it is and what it involves, and maybe something that we could do.
Yeah.
But Nathan, did you have a I know you're going on about how long we've been alive now, but we'll jump across. You spoke about a couple of topics you wanted to do, maybe something we can throw in for the next episode. Did you have an idea, or we don't need to leave it a surprise? Have you got an idea?
Yeah, because we would like people to give us some input. I think this series especially, it'd be nice to hear some like sort of viewer stories or viewer things, and I'll try and explain one of my ideas as best as I can, because I've been drinking, and I'm not that I'm drunk, but my mind seems to wander and disappear and go places.
That's why we have notes.
Yeah, that's why we have notes. So when I go off the notes and I waffle, I end up talking about dinosaurs or something. I don't, and we're supposed to be talking about something else.
Don't know how I got to women coming in a can and drum.
Exactly. That's not in the script at all.
No.
I promise you that. But well, if
I'll check.
It in,
I'll check. You carry on.
Yeah. So we're thinking, because this is Sage's Retreat and we're both dads and we're both male, and even obviously females fine, that we love women, all that, but we try and give it from this is what I mean. I waffle, right? We try.
We're both male. We love women.
Yeah, we try and give it from a male perspective, what life is like, and from a father's perspective, specifically. So we wanted to come up with some stories. People maybe want to leave comments. I'm sure Lee will do a post because I'm no longer on Facebook because I can't be bothered with it. But Lee likes it still.
It's too cool.
I'm too cool for it. So
he tries to be young.
Yeah, it just doesn't work.
He didn't have any fucking friends, so he was like,
yeah, no, exactly. I'm not seeing output adverts anymore, so I got rid of that. So I'm sure Lee will do a post and ask you. You can message if you don't want to say them out loud and you want to keep them secret, or you can just leave them in comments. We'll read them out and we'll go for them. But we're thinking men's. I mean, if you're a woman, and us, I'm just going to pick on Sam because I know we've had Sam on before, and I know Sam listens to it. If she wants to add her, I don't want to say the word, but because I was going to say man cave, a woman cave, or whatever they call them, that doesn't sound rude. A female only space, but I'm talking men only spaces. Yeah, see, Lee knows what I'm talking about. Man cave. Where's your oasis? Where's your oases?
Where's your special place?
Where's your special place? And where do you go to decompress? Where do you go to collect your thoughts? Where do you go to chill out? I don't know if anybody's noticed my background's changed. I made a man cave, a shed, a couple of years ago. It took me like a full summer. I made it all. I'll give everybody a tour if they want. But where's your private space that you need to be? It can be in your car. It can be take a dog for a walk in woods. It can be a spare bedroom. It can be a cellar. It can be a loft. It could be your bus ride to work listening to a podcast.
Yes.
Anything.
There's nothing better than a long journey to listen to a podcast, read a book, whatever, flick through TikTok. It's just the fact of it's your time, your space.
I know there's that trope of men when they come home from work sitting in the car listening to the song, just decompressing, whatever last song is on. Is that your space? I've done that a few times. Banger on from when I were a kid, Linkin Park's banging out. I'm sat in the car listening to that and James
it was like
where
Shirley
I am.
Bassey or something.
Yeah.
Frank Sinatra's in. I remember this when it came out.
Yeah, exactly. That's because I'm a mature gamer now. Yeah. So give us your input. Have you got a story of somewhere that you had or you want, or like your ideal place, or where you've got now somewhere where you decompress, or how do you decompress as a dad, as a father, as a man, or a woman? Obviously everybody needs to decompress and stuff. Drop it into Facebook. Let us know what's happening. Or
I'll post it up on Facebook, or comment on the YouTube video, which is going to be going up, and share. Just give us a share, because we do plan on doing this, and and just something to do. We all need. This is our Discord. This is our safe space for old people.
Yeah, well, exactly. This is mine and Lee's little oasis is talking crap on the internet and letting people listen. So
because we live, an hour away on a train.
Yeah, So we get to do this, get a chat. Where's yours? What is it? And how do you do it? So leave us a comment. It'd be nice if somebody, if anybody, I'm looking at Adam, just leaves a comment in video just saying hello, we're back, or something like that. It'd be nice to wave and just say hello.
Yeah.
Right,
I'll post that at some point. But by the time you hear this, it will be posted anyway.
Yeah.
And feel free to share. Just ask friends. Ask to do anything you want. And on that note, my name's Lee. This has been Sages Retreat. Thank you very much. If you've listened this far, I'm impressed because it's been about 40 to 45 minutes. Come again.
Yeah. I've been Nathan, and it's been lovely talking to you all again. It's been lovely talking to Lee.
I saw you last Saturday.
Yeah, I know, but it felt like 3 weeks to me. So that's what
it was so long ago.
Yeah, it was. It was too long. Maybe in the future we'll do a video about where we went, why we saw each other for a week, and Harper's back to the beer we were talking about.
Shit, so, I think we should just do it again.
Yeah, well, I'm always up for that. We're looking at doing something like that.
We could do it the reverse way.
Well, we were thinking north this time because I've never been north. Well, I've been north, but for what we did, be good to do that.
Right, and on that note, goodbye. Love you all, and speak to you soon.
Bye bye.